I'm alright. I'm absolutely fine. Hello. How are you? Is everything alright? Um, don't worry, we're gonna get them. Don't worry. Don't worry yourselves. First of all, what I said on my last live. Okay. About dragging a certain person dragging her 18-year-old son into troll. Told you we had the evidence of you doing that. If you want to see it, it's on the actual truth page, okay? And the first one's about a minute long, the second one's about 5.5 minutes long on both occasions. Yeah. I find it appalling as a parent and as a role model to actually engage your son in such a disgraceful activity. But, you know, talk about parenting. Also, yeah, they've got a mass reporting group going as well. You know, I've been passed on certain information, and they're quite vociferous at you know, going after people like that and getting them banned from speaking. And the reason why they're trying to get people banned from speaking is because we're speaking about their disgusting behaviour, yeah, and they don't like it. And if please, the police do something about it, and they come investigate you and they do take all your devices, and yeah, maybe then we'll be able to find out the truth. But until that point, until that actually happens, it's going to be tricky. Alright. So, you know, my daughter's 25. You know, do you think I'd drag her into this? No. Do you think I'm going to start on her son? No, I'm not. He hasn't done anything to me. But I will say one thing. If that individual is responsible for making funny phone calls to my phone, yeah, and as we do now have evidence, solid evidence, that he is being engaged in this, then unfortunately I've got no choice but to pass his name on for report, just in case, because to be honest with you, you shouldn't be engaging in this. In fact, you shouldn't be engaging in what you're doing. I'd like to happily report 11 police visits, 1 ambulance visit and 1 RSPCA visit. That is what has occurred up till now. When you add them up, it's about 15 weeks since I first reported it. So that's almost 1 visit a week. A few nights ago, I had a visit from a police unit, again, 4 officers, you might have seen that. And then about an hour later, an ambulance visit. Claiming that I'd taken an overdose. Now, although I hold absolutely no value or any respect for your life anymore, I do respect everybody else's, right? And whilst that ambulance crew were standing here, running around after your bullshit, there could have been saving a life out there. They could have been saving a life. Somebody could have been having a heart attack. Or a stroke. And don't ever say, oh, well, no, you know what I mean? You don't hardly ever see ambulance busy. The ambulance is busy. So what? They're constantly on the go, call after call after call after call. So I don't know who the sicko was that did that. But strangely, I think you're rather proud of yourself. So yeah, considering, you know, you've heard the recordings on the actual truth. I've got it, we've all got it, it's all safe, it's all stored, it's all of this and that, okay? It's too late. Yeah. When would it ever be acceptable for me to start on your children? When would it ever be acceptable? When would it be acceptable for me to do that? It wouldn't, would it? So why the hell do you think it's... And I wouldn't do it anyway. Why the hell do you think it's acceptable to go after other people's kids? Not only just other people's kids, but kids that have gone through a very, a traumatic experience, and all you're doing is laughing at the fact. Good afternoon, Joe. And then you're turning around and saying we're sick. The live that Laura thought she deleted the other night, she didn't. When Mulhern was talking about more kids, and it's like, oh, stop it, stop talking about kids, not the disgust in which his comments should have been met with. Then, stop it, Wes. I rest my case there. Then she goes up and posts something with screenshots from the torture chamber. I can absolutely guarantee you they are selective screenshots, and the worst bits of all that have been completely wiped out. Again, on the actual truth, I believe. There's the full transcript of that conversation. I'm not a liar. I've no reason to lie. Those disgusting electronically voiced poems that are conducted, my son does those, It's like, well, why? And then the other one encouraged him to actually go out there and troll. It's like, that's amazing. There we go. Well, I do hope I do not get another police visit today. I do hope. I don't have much hope because they don't seem to want to listen. To the fact that they're wasting their time. You'll get your comeuppance, all of you. I can guarantee you that. These lot think it's acceptable to laugh at other people's abuse. And that's why I'm doing the right thing, because they're targeting loads of people. And loads of people's kids, families, friends. They've specifically got reporting groups. It's amazing where I get some information from. I don't know. You might have a spy in your camp. There we go. I don't think there's much more I can add to this apart from keep smiling. Remember, we'll be proven right. And when we're proven right, and when these people are convicted, of the truly awful crimes that they've committed. Then we're going to plaster their names over their local pages. And urge their local newspaper to write about them. Full cover story and exactly what all of you have done. Every time I hear a car door, I think it's the police. That's true. So, you know, to the sicko that sent the ambulance, you know, and your attempts to get me sectioned. I mean, Mo Hearns publicly stated he isn't going to stop coming at us until we've all committed suicide. They're all dangling, well, what is words, dangling from an oak tree. His words, not mine. Reckon he's going to get me locked up on some mental institution on the Isle of Wight. That's the only Hampton that I know of. Not that I've ever been there. I've been to the Isle of Wight. I've knocked it. That was the day I won 100, well, yeah, the day I come back from the Isle of Wight, one of the times. 150 quid. I put a pound in the fruit machine on the ferry. I won 100. No, 150, that's right. Yeah, and then I'm pretty good at Space Invaders. And it's one of those jackpot machines. And I won, yeah, it was 50 quid at the fruit machine and it was 100 quid at the Space Invaders. That was a bloody close run thing though. It had about 2 lines left. It's like, yeah, got it. You can't fire another one until the other bullets left the screen. So yeah, that's when you can fire again. So as it's getting closer, you've got to time it really, yeah, otherwise it kills you. So that, you know, I mean, you know, what was Mulhern thinking about when, you know, when he's at school and when he was a kid? Oh, when I grow up, I want to try and put people into mental institutions. What, by constantly harassing the police, wasting their time, I'm not saying it's Mulhern, it's one of you. Sounds like a Richie job. It could be any single one of you that pulled that off. Sounds like a Richie job though, it sounds like something that he'd do. Sounds like it, I've got no firm evidence on who signed it. It could have been Lisa Min Jones, it could have been Laura Cooper, it could have been Kevin Ashley, it could have been Wesley Mulhern, it could have been Mark Pickford, it could have been Nick Ken, Danny Snow, it could have been Lynn Saddington, Kay Leatherland, I've already mentioned her. Or it could have been Chloe Chambers. Who knows? But my God, we'll get to the bottom of it. Catch you later and keep smiling. Bye bye.